Hey, good morning everyone. It's Friday, September 10th, and Kendall and I are back on trail. So just got picked up from the hotel from Babbitt, came and dropped us right off at the trailhead, and it's the highway where we came out the other day. And we had a good 0 day and a good time with Babbitt and enjoyed our stay. But it's time to get back in the woods, so
it's colder today. It's only about 52 or so.
Yeah, we can tell the fall's coming on. It just the days are really nice and warm, but the mornings are starting to get a little chilly again. So yeah, we're definitely wanting to get done before the weather gets too much colder. So hoping to do probably another 15 miles today. We'll have to look at the map and see what's ahead, but climbing out of Winding Stair Gap right now, so hopefully we can get up on top and stay up there for a while. But anyway, glad to have you with us today, and glad to be back out in the woods. So come on, let's go up and see what's around the corner. So we didn't get to walk the road very long. Trail turns off. Just follows a little stream up here. It's called Winding Stair Gap. It doesn't sound like it's going to be too easy of an up, but we'll see. Sure is pretty this morning though. So far the trail today has been pretty decent. I mean, a little bit uphill, but man, compared to the rocks and trail up north, I hate always comparing the two, but man, it's like walking on a sidewalk downtown. It's pretty decent, and the weather is just ideal for hiking. It's probably in the mid-50s right now. I still got my coat on just because it's chill in the morning air, but this is like ideal hiking weather. Clear skies, sun's out, and with the crisp morning fall air, it's just beautiful. So hoping to be able to make use of the decent trail and the decent weather to make some decent miles today. So we'll see. Kendall's got her new shoes on. So far they're feeling pretty good on her feet, and but you always have to kind of keep an eye on that as we're doing miles. It's a brand new pair of shoes. Not like the old days where you had to break in a pair of leather shoes though. Hiking shoes these days, if you're feeling like you have to break them in, then you probably have the wrong pair of shoes on your feet. But hers are feeling pretty good right now, and just keep an eye on that. But just enjoying the trail today. Enjoying being back in the woods. Enjoying getting closer to being done, and yeah, just enjoying the day. All right, let's go up and see what we can find. We got a little pipe spring coming out there. We're just coming up off the road though, so we don't need any water yet, but always keep an eye on the water sources just to see how the springs are flowing, so kind of a telltale about what the other springs up ahead are going to do. So alright, less talking, more walking. Alright y'all, you made it to the top, or almost the top of Waya Bald. So probably the highest climb that we have for the day.
We're about 5,300 feet.
About 5,300 feet, which is almost the same as Albert was yesterday or the other day, but take you out a small view here through the trees. It's a little hazy today, it's kind of hard to see that, but beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains, pretty amazing.
coming up to the tower up here. We've been hiking with the gentleman today called Old School, and he's been doing the AT in sections ever since 1974 is when he started. But I don't think we'll hike with him much longer, just different speeds, but
Hey y'all, alright, we did it. We made it into the campsite here. It's actually not a very great campsite. It's actually on the side of a hill, but we managed to find a halfway level spot anyway to get our tents up and cooking a little dinner. And it's actually gotten kind of chilly today. It was supposed to be a nice hot summer day, but it got a little chilly. I've even got my down jacket on and just trying to stay warm this evening. Hopefully we'll be able to stay warm in our tents, but yeah, the weather's supposed to be clear and dry, so hopefully we won't have to deal with rain. But just had an awesome day. The trail was good, the weather was good, and 18 miles today, 18 even, which is an awesome day for us. So yeah, we're pretty excited by that. And it's only 9 more miles into the what we call the NOC, or the Nantahala Outdoor Center, and so that's our we're hoping to get tomorrow. They apparently have a little store there and such. We only brought in a couple days worth of food, so would be lighter, so hopefully we'll be able to grab a little bit more food to make our next jump, which is also another just 2 days up. So it's kind of nice to only have to do 2 or 3 days worth of food up in this area. So yeah, we're happy with the mileage, we're happy with the weather, we're happy with the trail. Yeah, we're enjoying this section of the trail, and so got to have a good call home to our son Jeff today and talk with him. He's doing well, so it's good to chat with Jeff for a while. And anyway, it's yeah, it's about time for us to call a night. We're just gonna eat a little dinner. The sun's going down, as you can see, so we crawl into our tents and stay warm tonight. So hope you all had a good day today, and really glad to have you with us today, and hope to see you again on the trail tomorrow. Have a good night. Hey, good morning. It's Saturday, the 11th of September, and Kendall and I are packed up and ready to get on the trail. It's about 8 o'clock. Actually, it's about 20 after 8. And you see our campsite there. Not a very flat campsite, but we made it work. So, and it was nice because it was right next door to the water sources right there. So it worked. A little chilly this morning, but not too awfully bad. We got our coats on this morning and our gloves. So we are going to go ahead and get off on the trail. Our goal for this morning, we got about 9 miles to go to get into it's called the NOC, and a little area where we can get some groceries and maybe even get a hot lunch. So it's our goal for this morning. So we're going to get off on down the trail. Glad to have you with us today, and hope you have a great day. Come on, let's go. There's the mountain that we camped on last night. It's off to the south. And then this is looking back over towards the east. And then off in that direction. Those are the Great Smoky Mountains. Should be there tomorrow. Or no, not tomorrow. Probably 2-3 days. And that ridge right there is the one we're headed to next.
Of this web. It's actually just a web. And look how strong it is. That's crazy. Kind of gives you an idea of what we walk through in the mornings.
Standing here on the trail, and the trail's not much more anymore. There's a big old tree that's fallen down and taken most of the trail with it. So kind of a scary little spot right there. There's just a little bit of dirt left, and even that's crumbling. So okay, we made our way down the hill and come out to the NOC, or the Nantahala Outdoor Center. And so go down and check it out, see what's here. The trail actually goes right through this area, so we're not off trail, but it's kind of like a outdoor place where you can rent kayaks and canoes and camp and lodge and stuff like that. So hopefully we'll find a little bit of food while we're here. Alright, let's go check it out. Alright, we're here at the NOC. People are rafting and eating, and it's really strange to come out of the woods where there's nobody and then come down here and there's music and stores and people everywhere. It's kind of crazy, but we stopped here at the bar and had some stuff to eat. We got some sandwiches and went to the store, got a little bit of resupply. So
this is actually on trail.
Yep,
We're on trail.
The trail goes right across that bridge right there, and then we got to go through the parking lot and across the train tracks over there. So, all right, let's go grab our packs and get on up there.
Last night we stayed right about, I think we stayed right here.
Yeah.
Right there. And we hiked down and back up. The blue were for water. That P means there's a parking lot. And that was that Westerbald that you saw us up on. Then we came down across that, down that. And then what took us most of the day was down that. That's huge. That was like 4 hours. And then down here at the bottom was the knock. If I spread it out. Nantahala Outdoor Center. That's where we had our lunch. And we're just now walking out. So, okay, let me just show you. There was the down that took us like 4 hours. Here's the up that we're now working on. It's huge up. We're hoping to get to this water source right here. And we're hoping there's water there and a camping spot there. It's about 2 miles. It's what we think we can do. It's probably this one. That's probably the 2 mile one. Yeah, that's 2 miles right there. That one is 3.5. So if this one doesn't have water, we'll probably go on if we've got it in us. The shelter, which is where we originally hoped this morning, is 6.5, and it's 4 o'clock. There's no way we can do that. So we're going to try to get to one of these other water sources and see if they have water and see if they have camping. We do have a little bit of water with us, but not enough for dinner and breakfast, so we'll see what we got. It's about 80 degrees right now, and we are headed up.
Alright, y'all, we made it out of the knock and part of the way up the hill on the other side, and found a nice little campsite down here, a little stealth site. There was actually a campsite right on the trail, but it was like on a hillside, and the site was really slanted and stuff. And after last night's campsite, we didn't want that again, so I rummaged around and found this old little site in here. A nice flat little area, leaves on the ground and such, and so yeah, it's a good little site. 12.2 miles today. A little bit less than we have been doing so far down here in the south, but we did have a nice time at the knock. Went to the general store, got some soda and some ice cream, and went to the little pub there and got some sandwiches and something to drink. And so we spent a little time down there. It was kind of nice watching the people and such, and then making the haul out of there up the hill was a pretty steep going. So anyway, 12.2 is still a pretty good day actually, so we're happy with what we did. So I just got the bear bag hung, and we are ready to call it a night. Did happen to have right on the outside of my tent, not too far away, kind of right down in there, there's actually a yellow jacket nest in the ground, so kind of steering clear of them. But right where those sticks are at, it's kind of right by my tent. But I'm hoping that if I leave them alone, they'll leave me alone. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and say goodnight, and thanks for going out with us on the trail today, and we'll be back out there again tomorrow. Good night.